Hey, it's KMK. Game of Thrones just released a whole bunch of images from Season 6, so I'm going to go through and break them down. First we have this image of Bloodraven and Bran standing up on what seems to be Winterfell. Personally, I think this is probably just them in a vision where they're kind of interactive and they go around, mainly from their expressions and kind of like the light that they have on them, making it seem more like a flashback and not real. Now there's a tiny possibility that this could be them legitimately standing up and moving around, but I really doubt it because he said that he will never walk again, but he will fly, and that would be completely down if he just starts walking in the next season. But it's pretty funny for Game of Thrones to do this, to have a crippled and a man who is literally embedded into a tree with the roots flying through him, both standing up in the only teaser image we get from the season of them. Now in this next picture we can see that Daenerys has been captured and taken to the cowl that got him at the end of Season 5. This would be like another test of willpower for her to see if she'd be able to influence these Dothraki and state her power so that they don't kill her or throw her away or just make her some slave. From this other image I think that she wasn't completely able to sway them to her side from the first kind of meeting, but they were kind of like on a begrudgingly level where she like tags along with them and they do a bunch of things, gets treated pretty badly, but she stays strong and manages to convince them either with her dragon or her willpower to do what she wants. We also get to see some images of Tyrion, who was left behind when Daenerys went her dragon and flew away. Now I believe that Tyrion is going to have a very similar season this season as he did in Season 2. He'll have to measure up all the different lords and influence makers and marine and stuff like that, like he did when he was handed the king, and be able to make judgments of course to successfully run this city. He's still going to have Varys on the side to help him out with things, but it's going to be a very hard challenge for him, because Marine's nothing like Westeros and King's Landing. Tyrion this season will have to size up the different council members available, like Grey Worm and Missandei's, and they'll have to learn to trust him because this is a foreign person who just came in. I know that Daenerys kind of accepted him in the end, but they're not completely sure at this point because she just flew off a dragon, they're really stressed, they don't know what's happening, and Tyrion's going to have to bring them to his side to accomplish what he's going to do. We also may get a lot more character development like we did last season with Missandei's. Not that I was too interested in that because it kind of seemed off mark and a little bit strange, kind of like adding in there like fanfic just for the people who like lovey-dovey stuff, but it should be fine. Now we're going to look at these really interesting pics that we got from Sansa's storyline, which I believe is not too far off from when they left because they still seem very ragged, they still seem completely torn up, probably just came off the wall, out of the snow, digging out, trying to find and understand where they need to go to get away from Roose Bolton and stuff. So they're going to have to do some putting together and character development before they can move forward with their storyline. Now for me, I think that Sansa's probably going to head a lot more further north than she is going to go south. Like, she just came from the south, really bad experience there. She may head for some of the more loyal lords like Umbers, maybe go to Skagos if they're going to follow the book kind of storylines like that, maybe go to Manderley's, probably not, but that's what she's probably going to head for. If not that, she'll probably head to the war where Jon is, but they never were really that close, even if they were half-brothers and stuff. So hopefully we get a lot less of Sansa being the victim and more of her turning a storyline like we all wanted last season. Now this scene possibly could be them finding out the news that Sansa and Reek have run away, or it could be some other big surprise that's coming, because it looks like Roose Bolton is pretty shocked and he's quite a calm and collective man. I'm really looking forward to the reaction of Ramsay Bolton after he found out that they've run away. He's just going to go nuts, ballistically destroying everything. I can already see the shadow of the hammer coming just to squash the Boltons, because they're not going to last this season, and if they do, it'll be just by strings. Now I'm also expecting to see a whole bunch more of the Faith and the High Sparrows conflict with King's Landing and the Lords there. I've got these images plus the teaser trailer with the Lannister flag. It's going to seem like he's going to be a serious threat to the Lannisters and the Lords of King's Landing. Now we can all understand the feels of Jaime coming in to King's Landing with the dead corpse of Cersei's young child. It's just going to be the saddest thing ever. It's going to break both Jaime's and Cersei's hearts, and it's just such a great character that they did develop really well in that last season. Probably the only good part about the Dawn in the last season, but just completely destroyed in that last scene. There has been too many times that Jaime has stood there in his Kingsguard uniform, guarding the corpse of someone who was just related to him, he cared about, or just had like that connection with, and he just stood there, his face and his mind slowly just melting from the inside. With all the drama and tension happening in King's Landing, I feel like the relationships between Jaime and Cersei is just going to break apart, and their entire storyline is going to go downhill. It's not going to be a good season for them. We also got a shot of Bran, which she seems to be moving more south because it's not snowy and it's dark. She might be adding a new quest or looking for Arya or Sansa again. Don't really know, we'll just have to find out when the season comes out. Now, if you've read the books, you know all about this happening with Sam killing and things, and I hope it's going to be just as funny and interesting as it was in the books, because that would be pretty cool. I wonder if they're going to incorporate the whole Bravos thing a lot more to Sam's storyline and cross over the things they're going to cross over. I won't go too spoilerly, because that would be a really awesome thing to happen and would bring a lot of hope back into the storylines of these two characters, especially if they're like about to collide and you know as a viewer that they're right there and they just miss. Now this is a clear indication to me that the Red Woman is going to bring back Jon to life and do magical shit, the wall and things. And clearly we're also going to see Sir Davos completely disapprove of any of the magic she's going to use. As he said, like, some things just aren't worth it, even bringing Jon Snow back to life. That's fucking worth it for me, man. And now we go to my favourite storyline, and that's Arya, of course. This is just showing again her blindness, her beingness, her going through her training stage with the fightersmen and stuff like that, which is a really awesome storyline. I'm totally looking forward to all the awesome shit that goes down. The season better be amazing, or I've got some slap to do. What do you guys think about these new teasers? Did you like them? Did you not? Was there anything I didn't pick up? Put it in the comment section below. Also, you should really consider subscribing to my channel, because it's really awesome and I post videos about Game of Thrones and stuff like that. So if you're not subscribed, you won't see them, and I'll become really, 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 really sad. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.